The second colligative property is elevation of boiling point. So before discussing about elevation of boiling point, let us recollect two terms. The first one is vapor pressure, the other one is boiling point. So what is vapor pressure? So consider liquid in a vessel. The liquid goes from the liquid state to the vapor state by the process of evaporation, and there are some vapors in the vapor state. The vapors can go back to the liquid state by the process of condensation. Now let the vessel be closed, and the rate of evaporation will be more than the rate of condensation initially, and there is a pressure exerted by the vapors of the liquid over the liquid surface. A stage reaches when the rate of evaporation becomes equal to the rate of condensation, and the system reaches a stage of dynamic equilibrium. At this stage, the pressure exerted by the vapors of the liquid over the liquid becomes constant, and this pressure is called the vapor pressure of the liquid. If the vessel is kept open, the vapors will escape from the surface, and the process is called evaporation. Now let us see what is boiling. Now here a liquid is heated, and during this process, as the temperature increases, more and more molecules go from the liquid state to the vapor state, that is the vapor pressure increases. And not only from the surface, from the bulk also the molecules gain energy and form bubbles. And as the temperature is increased, the vapor pressure increases, and when the vapor pressure becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure, the bubble that is formed in the bulk travels up and escapes to the surface. And this process is called boiling. And the temperature at which this takes place is called the boiling point. So we can define boiling point as the temperature at which the vapor pressure of the liquid becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. Different liquids have different vapor pressures, and this depends upon the intermolecular forces existing between the molecules. If the intermolecular forces are weak, the molecules can easily escape, so its vapor pressure is high. If the intermolecular forces are strong, it will have a low vapor pressure. Now solutions having a lower vapor pressure has to be heated more so that its vapor pressure becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. So solutions having lower vapor pressure has higher boiling point, and solutions having higher vapor pressure has lower boiling point. So boiling point of a liquid is inversely proportional to its vapor pressure. Now let us come to the point. The vapor pressure of a solution is less than the vapor pressure of a pure solvent. So let us represent the variation of vapor pressure with temperature for both the solvent and the solution. The curve A dash shows that the vapor pressure increases with increase in temperature. So this is the curve that represents variation of vapor pressure with temperature for the solvent. Since the vapor pressure of the solution is less than that of the solvent, the curve for solution will lie below that of the solvent. Now let this point represent the atmospheric pressure, which is 1 atmosphere, and the temperature at which the vapor pressure for the solvent becomes equal to 1 atmosphere is equal to T0. So T0 is the boiling point of the pure solvent, and the temperature for which the vapor pressure becomes equal to 1 atmosphere for the solution is T. So T is the boiling point of the solution. So the difference in boiling point is delta T, and we can see that T is greater than T0. So that is, the boiling point of the solution is greater than that of the boiling point of pure solvent. So there is an elevation of boiling point by an amount delta T. It is found that the elevation of boiling point is directly proportional to the number of moles of the solute in a given amount of solvent. That is, delta T is proportional to M, where M is concentration expressed in terms of molality. That is, M is the number of moles of the solute in 1 kg of solvent. Therefore, delta T is equal to a proportionality constant Kb into m, where Kb is called the boiling point elevation constant or molar elevation constant or ebullioscopic constant. When molality m is equal to 1, then delta T becomes equal to Kb. So we can define molar elevation constant as the boiling point produced by dissolution of 1 mole of a solute in 1000 grams of solvent, or it is the elevation of boiling point of 1 molar solution. Elevation of boiling point, a colligative property. So we have seen that delta T is equal to Kb into m. That is, delta T is proportional to m. Thus, elevation of boiling point is directly proportional to the molality, that is, number of moles of the solute. Hence, the number of molecules of the solute. So, it is a colligative property. Determination of molar mass from boiling point elevation. We know delta T, elevation in boiling point, is equal to Kb into m. Now, if W2 kilograms of a solute of molar mass M2 kilograms per mole is dissolved in W1 kilograms of solvent, then number of moles of solute is equal to W2 by M2. Mass of solvent in kg is equal to W1. Therefore, molality is equal to number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kg. This is equal to W2 by M2 divided by W1. So, M is equal to W2 divided by M2 into W1. Now, delta T is equal to Kb into m. So, we can write delta T is equal to Kb into W2 divided by M2 into W1. So, from this we can find the molar mass of the solute. M2 is equal to Kb into W2 divided by delta T into W1. Knowing the molar boiling point elevation constant Kb and measuring the elevation in boiling point delta T, the molar mass of the solute can be calculated. Problem: a solution containing 1.22 gram of a solute in 37.5 gram of water boils at 100.413 degrees centigrade. Calculate the molar mass of the solute. Given Kb of water is 0.52 Kelvin kg per mole. So we have the equation M2 is equal to Kb into W2 divided by delta T into W1. Kb is equal to 0.52 Kelvin kg per mole. W2 is the mass of solute, which is 1.22 grams, which is equal to 1.22 into 10 raised to minus 3 kilograms. W1 is the mass of solvent, which is 37.5 grams, which is equal to 37.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 kilograms. T, the boiling point of the solution, is equal to 100.413 degrees centigrade, which is equal to 373.413 Kelvin. T0, the boiling point of pure water, is 373 Kelvin. So, delta T is equal to T minus T0 is equal to 373.413 Kelvin minus 373 Kelvin. It is equal to 0.413 Kelvin. So substitute M2 is equal to 0.52 Kelvin kg mole raised to minus 1 into 1.22 into 10 raised to minus 3 kilograms divided by 0.413 Kelvin into 37.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 kilograms. So Kelvin got cancelled, kilogram got cancelled, and we will get the answer as 40.96 into 10 raised to minus 3 kilograms per mole. This is a homework problem.